Hello.
Hi, this is Griffin.
This is Griffin.
It's Karen based at NPR. How are you?
Good. How are you, Karen?
Good.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I have the audio recorder rolling. My name is Griffin Hammond, and I am a freelance filmmaker. Well, it's not just America's favorite hot sauce, it's my favorite hot sauce, and I have eaten it on most of my meals for the last 10 years. But it struck me that it's something that so many people are passionate about, but no one knows much about it. I realized I didn't know who makes it or what goes into it, so I was just curious to tell that story.
It's interesting to see that.
Right, and I think most people are surprised to hear that there's anything American about Sriracha. I mean, I'm sure the reason I picked up the bottle in the first place is because it looks very foreign and exotic. It's covered with Vietnamese characters. But yeah, I think David Tran, the man behind the sauce, is proud of the fact that he makes it in America and wants people to know that.
Now, had you gone to the Rosemead facility before? Did you have a chance to tour?
Yeah, actually, my first trip out to Los Angeles to see the factory, I didn't really know what I would find because I knew they had the new Irwindale factory, but I didn't know anything about their harvest process and if they were actually bottling there. And it turned out the new factory was built, but not really doing a whole lot yet. So we went over to the Rosemead factory where we saw all the bottling happening. So yeah, I've seen both factories. Yeah, I mean, I've talked to him a little bit, not in great detail about his feelings about the lawsuit, but I mean, it does seem like they're busier now trying to manage both making their product and dealing with these legal issues. And they've kind of called on Sriracha fans to come to their rescue a little bit. They invited the public to come visit and smell for themselves and see if they can confirm the same problems that the city has accused them of. Tomorrow night, I think while I'm doing the first theatrical premiere of my film in Indianapolis, they will be doing their hearing, right? On Wednesday. And they've asked for fans of Sriracha to come out and show their support. I can't imagine him moving. I mean, I think it's a funny PR stunt on the part of the Philadelphia council person, because of course they're not going to move to Philadelphia. There are not fields of red jalapenos in Pennsylvania. And David is very focused on making a fresh, quality product. And right now, 100 million pounds of peppers are grown in California. So, as much as he's dealing with these legal issues in Irwindale, it's hard for me to imagine them getting up and moving somewhere else. Well, because they do their entire harvest for a year of bottling, they do the harvest in just 2 or 3 months in the fall. So
They're doing that in like September, October, something like that.
right. And this past year, the court ordered them to stop that, but they actually ordered them to stop it right after they finished, so it didn't have an impact on their harvest. But if they were to do that again this year, it would completely destroy their supply. And I can attest to the fact that the grinding, when you're in the grinding room, is pretty unbearable. I mean, I imagine you could get used to it, but for me, as a visitor, it was tough to deal with that smell. But once I step outside the grinding room, I don't smell it anymore. They have it nicely cordoned off, and every time I've been outside the factory, I've never smelled it. But I noticed on my third day in that room, it wasn't bothering me as much as the first day. And I did notice that a lot of the people working in there weren't weren't wearing too much protection. And I assume they just get used to it. Well, yeah, I noticed David never walks in there. He never has to cover up his eyes or mouth. I mean, he's fine. Right. Great. That sounds good. Yeah, I'll get this email to you soon.
Terrific. Thanks again.
Yeah.